Imagine you're sitting at your desk, immersed in your work, when suddenly, the air feels heavy, and a strange presence lingers around you. The room that once felt familiar now seems eerie, as if someone or something is watching you. This isn't the plot of a horror movie, this is reality, and it happened to us just last night. Let me take you through what unfolded. Yesterday, as usual, I was at the office, wrapping up the day's work. The plan was to shoot my program somewhere else, but after what happened last night, I knew I had to share this with you. It was around midnight when I arrived, just like any other day. But this time, something was different. The air was thick, and there was an unsettling silence that filled the room. I started my usual routine, going about the tasks at hand. But as I sat down, strange things began to happen. I checked the CCTV footage later, and what I saw left me speechless. Let me show you exactly what went down. We have multiple cameras installed in the office, one here and another one over there. I reviewed the footage, and what I found was chilling. It all started when I sat down at the table. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a strange mist appeared, right in the middle of the room. At first, I thought it was just a trick of the light, maybe the air conditioning playing up. But as I continued to watch, the mist grew thicker, more defined. Then, something even stranger happened. A book, lying closed on the table, suddenly flipped open on its own. There was no wind, no external force that could have caused it. It was as if an invisible hand had turned the pages. I replayed the footage over and over, trying to find a logical explanation, but there was none. And it didn't stop there. As I continued to work, deep into the night, the chair behind me began to move. Slowly at first, almost imperceptibly, but then it slid across the floor with a force that couldn't be ignored. It felt as though someone, or something, was trying to get my attention, to make its presence known. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like something straight out of a horror movie, right? But I assure you, this was no fiction. I've always been skeptical about the paranormal, dismissing such events as coincidences or tricks of the mind. But after experiencing this firsthand, I can't deny that there's something beyond our understanding at play here. You might wonder if there's any history behind this office. Any reason why such occurrences might happen here? Well, let me tell you, there is. This building, long before it became our office, was the site of a tragic event. A murder, to be exact. It happened on the 3rd floor, late one night, many years ago. The case remains unsolved, and the story has since faded into obscurity. But it seems that whatever happened back then has left a mark, a presence that still lingers. Some of my colleagues have reported feeling uneasy in the office, especially late at night. They've noticed strange noises, objects moving on their own, and even felt an inexplicable heaviness, as if a weight is pressing down on them. One of them, Osama, even experienced something similar last night. He was sitting at his desk when the lamp next to him started swaying, despite the air being still. It's not just the physical disturbances that have us on edge. There's an emotional weight too. I've noticed that whenever I leave the office after one of these incidents, I feel drained, as if something has sapped my energy. And it's not just a feeling of tiredness, it's deeper, more unsettling. My car broke down the other day, seemingly out of nowhere, and I've been losing things, my ID, money, small but essential items. It's as if this presence is following me, affecting my life outside the office as well. I know there are skeptics out there, people who will say this is all in our heads or that we're making it up for attention. But let me tell you, what we experienced was real. And it's not just us. Many others have reported similar events, not just in this building but in other places with dark histories. Some people dedicate their lives to debunking these experiences, to proving that ghosts and spirits don't exist. And while I respect their work, I can't help but feel that there are some things in this world that defy explanation, that exist beyond the realm of science and logic. We didn't set out to prove the existence of the paranormal. We didn't stage these events for entertainment. What you're seeing and hearing is our reality, the truth as we experienced it, and the truth is, sometimes the past leaves a mark so deep that it transcends time, reaching out to touch the present in ways we can't fully understand. Our office is just one example of this, a place where the lines between the past and the present, the living and the dead, seem to blur. So, what do we do now? How do we deal with this? Do we pack up and move to a new location, hoping to leave the spirits behind? Or do we stay, confront whatever it is that's haunting us, and try to understand it? These are questions we're still grappling with, and there are no easy answers. But one thing is for sure, we're not alone. Whatever is here with us, whatever force is at play, it's something we have to acknowledge, even if we don't fully understand it. And we have to share our experiences with you, not to scare you, but to shed light on the mysteries that surround us, that we often overlook in our day-to-day lives. So, let me know in the comments, have you ever experienced something you couldn't explain? Do you believe in the paranormal, or do you think it's all just a trick of the mind? I'm curious to hear your thoughts, your stories. Because one thing's for sure, whether you believe it or not, there are things in this world that go beyond what we can see and touch. And those things, those mysteries, deserve to be explored. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep an open mind. You never know what you might encounter when you least expect it.